we just wanted to highlight our brand new offering through Expert IQ. It's called our Strategic Research Library. So what we'll be doing today is, first off, just reminding everyone what is strategic research, which is a service of ours that's been around for about 1.5 years or so. And some of you might have exposure to it, some of you might not. Then we'll talk about the Strategic Research Library, which is an addition to that service and where you can access it, what it is, some of the benefits. And then I'll wrap up in Expert IQ to show you where you can find it and some of the different features in there. And as Brianna mentioned, there will be time for a quick Q&A at the end, whether it be, hey, I'm interested in this particular topic, or anything else that I can clarify as we're running through everything. So first off, what is strategic research? Just a reminder, we have an in-house team comprised of 64 doctors. A lot of you are familiar with them through our case clinic service, where you get on a phone call with them to discuss medical records and the strengths and weaknesses of the case and how they would recommend moving forward. But they also offer in-depth analyses of medical literature or publications. And the way it works is you would tell us, here's the fact pattern of my case, and then here's all the questions I would want answered through the literature. So if it's a medical malpractice case, was the standard of care met or not? Well, what did the literature say about it? What are some of the different policies and procedures that were in place at the time of the incident? We could get as specific as that. This is also used a lot for causation type issues. Does the literature support a correlation between X and Y, or does it not? And based off of that, do I have a case here? And a lot of people will also use it for damages type issues. Going into a mediation, you want literature to be able to cite the long road ahead that your client will be experiencing and potentially the palliative care needs. So it really can be used for any medical device, pharmaceutical drug, surgery, injury, condition. And we always include the same sections. So what are the need to knows on the topic? How does the literature potentially support your case, and how might it not? Any defensible points? We also provide outcomes of similar litigation. So you could see, whether a case similar to yours settled, and if so, for how much. And then at the bottom, there's URLs that give you full text access to the actual literature. But what we're trying to do is extract most of the relevant information so that you don't necessarily have to dig through it yourself. So right now, you all are probably familiar with one way to request a strategic research project, usually about a 20-page document, and that's requesting a custom one where you'd fill out a form basically letting us know, here's my case, here's exactly what I would want addressed through that research project. We now have a brand new way of accessing that information as well, which is browsing our existing library. We have hundreds of documents that we've put together in the past, and we've tended to see the same issues or topics come up over and over again. So we thought, well, might as well make the library available to everyone. And there's a couple different ways that I think that this would be of benefit, maybe even versus requesting a custom project. So the library exists in Expert IQ on the left-hand side. It's called Research Library. And all you need to do is filter by a keyword, for example, or a medical specialty. Some people do it by practice area as well. And then you can browse our hundreds of documents. All you would do is select the particular document it is that you'd like to unlock. You'll just use one of your engagement credits to do so. And then you'll be able to use the strategic research document just like you would any other document in Expert IQ, marking it up, annotating it, commenting on it, and even creating a comment chain with the rest of your firm. Some people prefer the library for timing reasons. You can download a document instantaneously versus requesting a custom project usually takes a couple of weeks. So this way, if you have an upcoming deadline, then you can request it that way. But a lot of people also like to browse it just to be up to date on what are some of the hot topics in litigation and see what's being requested of us. And then that way you can get an idea. So here's some of the current hot topics right now. Camp Lejeune water contamination, for example, has been coming up more and more frequently. So that's something that comes right at the top for us, but also things that are pretty specific, like post-surgical anticoagulation for example. We've already done a research project on this. So if that's exactly what you're looking for, might as well get it right away. Also things like glass ingestion and chronic gastrointestinal dysfunction. That is more of a causation issue, and either the literature supports something like that or it doesn't. So if that's exactly what your case entails, you could just type in glass and then this is what will come up. You can download it right away. If your firm is interested in getting involved in a brand new type of litigation, maybe it's less case specific, but you just want to see what's out there in the literature on Paragard complications, for example. The research library is perfect for this. It's a bit more general. You can just download it, take a look at what are the need to knows in the literature on this topic, and then your firm can have a really educated decision on whether or not you'd like to invest any more time and resources in that particular topic. So what I'll do now is I'm going to open up our demo site in ExpertIQ, and each of you currently, when you log on, will have access to our research library. So when you log on, this should all look familiar. The dashboard is what you see at the top. You see all your action items, and the left-hand side is where all of our services are filed away. There is a brand new tab called our research library. This is where you'll be able to access and search within our database of previous strategic research documents that our doctors have been commissioned to write. And it works just like this. There's a big keyword search at the top and you can type in anything, but you can also filter it more. So if you're really just looking more generally speaking at what do they have related to cardiothoracic surgery, then you can input by a specialty. You can also input by a practice area. So this isn't just for medical malpractice, right? It could be toxic exposure case, product liability case. It could be personal injury, slip and fall, and again, the causation type elements related to that. And then also you can filter by type. So what we're working on is also implementing different videos that you might be able to watch as opposed to a document to download, transcripts too. And you can also view the details of any particular document. It will pull up basically an abstract. So that will let you know, whether or not you would like to utilize one of your engagement credits. Not sure why this isn't loading, but one of your engagement credits on that particular topic. And then once you download it, like I said, you'll be able to really access it just like you would any other strategic research document. But if you type something in, nothing comes up, that's probably not a topic that we've researched before. In that case, you can just go into your dashboard and request a custom strategic research project. But what I'd probably recommend is it doesn't hurt to start out in the library and see if it's something that we've researched before. And even if you don't download that, then maybe you have a better idea of the particular topic you'd like to ask for your case. All right, and just another quick update while I have you all is that there's a lot to look forward to in ExpertIQ, and you'll be notified when we have new releases. Something that we are hoping to roll out in the next couple of months is the ability to request medical chronologies in ExpertIQ. So if you're interested in that, let us know, and you'll be the first to know when it's available.